My husband's life was not in vain, and I may need y'all to comfort me and my babies through this pain. Jamar, David Champ, I will carry your last name. It will never change until the day we meet again. Before we will love.
Ika is getting blasted all over the internet right now, and the drama is wild. This whole situation is tangled up and emotional, so let's break it down. Before anything, hit that subscribe button and let's jump straight into what's really going on. So Ika's estranged husband, Jamar, sadly passed away in a terrible car accident on October 28th in Houston, Texas. It's heartbreaking, but their story goes way back. These two had known each other for 10 whole years before they even started dating. Jamar had been chasing her for a whole decade before she finally said yes to giving him a chance. Fast forward to 2020. Just 4 months into dating, he popped the question, and they got engaged. But only 3 weeks later, Ika called off the engagement. Still, they couldn't stay apart for long because they got back together and officially tied the knot in 2021. They went on to have a daughter together, a little girl named Amani, who's about 3 years old now. But by 2023, things had fallen apart and they decided to separate. Then, in January 2024, Ika filed for an annulment. So yeah, things were complicated. When Jamar passed away, Ika was devastated, understandably. But here's where everything took a shocking turn.
See you later.
As many of you may know, Masika Kalysha's husband, Jamar Champ, recently passed away from a car accident. If you don't know, Masika was a former cast member on Love and Hip Hop LA. Masika has recently posted pictures from Jamar Champ's celebration of life, his funeral, and it has the internet talking because people are saying this is attention seeking.
The funeral took place on November 8th at a church in Houston, and the internet hasn't stopped talking since. Ika posted 20 photos from the funeral on Instagram, and these weren't just simple tributes. The photos showed her crying, breaking down, and completely falling apart at the service. It was emotional, dramatic, and left everyone online divided. The photos Ika posted were intense, raw, emotional, and straight from the heart. They showed moments from the funeral, the viewing, and even the procession. But the internet wasted no time jumping in, and people started tearing her apart. Critics were calling it performative, weird, and even tacky. Comments poured in asking, who hires a photographer to follow them at a funeral, snapping pictures of them crying? Ika wasn't having it. She clapped back hard on her Instagram story, firing off a message that said, if you have a problem with anything I posted on my page involving my husband, my life, my kids, or literally anything, I invite you to go F yourself and unfollow me. I will not be explaining myself in any way, shape.
Now, these pictures did throw me off guard, but then I thought, who am I to tell her how to grieve? We all know that Masika is very, very dramatic.
Form or fashion to a single soul. She stood firm and doubled down, saying, to everyone who supported me and my kids, thank you. You've carried me through this pain. Please keep checking on us. Your love means more than gold. But just when things started to settle, it got even messier. Out of nowhere, Jamar's brother jumped into the drama and started calling her out. He went on Instagram and blasted her, saying she didn't even cry over Jamar's death and that those funeral pictures were nothing but a performance for the camera. He tagged her and wrote, you goofy broke bum 304. You ain't shed one tear about my little brother's death. Make me expose you for real. For real. The post went viral instantly. That's when the back and forth between Ika and Jamar's brother exploded. Ika fired right back on her stories, calling him a big effing clown and saying, you a broke bum, be my fan, begging me to call you and follow your back. Meanwhile, you gossiping about me in a group chat with 6 more bitter ends. Then Jamar's brother replied again, trying to calm things down, saying, call me Ika, I'm here with mom in Houston. This is your brother-in-law. We went out together with you. S.I.S. Please call me tomorrow. We need to talk seriously about this tragic-ish. Jamar's brother started getting emotional online, saying, I miss my bro, man, and he told me to tell you something if anything ever happened to him. That's when Ika snapped back, calling him out with, you fake as F, how you begging me to hit you up but talking trash about me behind my back? Things just kept spiraling. She even posted screenshots of him talking down on her, adding, you said you were gonna spit on me? You needed security at the funeral to hold you back? Really? Because the way you were all up in my face smiling, giving me hugs, and praising me, I thought you were about to lift me off my feet. Big fan. You gonna expose me for what? For being a real wife? Something you bitter ones will never have. How you blowing up my phone every day, acting like a snake, but talking slick about me when I'm not around, while still kissing up to me in real life. Then a clip surfaced where Jamar's brother was heard saying, say man, on some real-ish bro, when I go to this funeral, I'm gonna expose her. So y'all be ready to fight. If that security runs up on me, that's illegal, bro. Say man, F this ish, for real, for real. So clearly something Ika did, maybe about how the funeral was handled, set him off. But instead of talking it out, it turned into pure chaos online. Ika fired back again, blasting him with, "You want to follow from me while I'm planning a funeral? Boy, please! You fanned out!" Apparently, he did ask her for a follow, and he admitted it. He replied, "I asked you to follow me so me and my bros could be pallbearers. Please stop, mama. This my last post about you, bum." But he wasn't done yet. He posted a video of Ika speaking at Jamar's funeral with the caption, "Cat in the hat looking self ain't drop a single tear. And you didn't even pay the stylist for that hairdo, bum." He even dropped another video of Jamar on the phone with a lawyer, supposedly discussing divorcing Ika before he passed. That clip sent social media into meltdown. Then it got even darker. Jamar's brother claimed Ika sent people after him. He said, "Now she got her goons calling and threatening me. Say, you know who Lil Bro called when it was smoke, right? I dare one of you to come to my city playing with me behind this 304. At this point, it's pure online warfare, both sides airing out private pain in public, and nobody's backing down. And as of now, the back and forth is still going. Now the drama hit a whole new level. The internet couldn't believe what they were seeing. Fans started digging through old clips, comments, and even past posts, trying to piece together what really went down between Ika and Jamar before his death. Everyone had an opinion, and the theories were flying wild. Some people online started claiming that Ika and Jamar's relationship had been rocky for years, saying things like, "She been checked out since 2022. Others swore that Jamar was the one trying to make it work, pointing to that leaked call with his lawyer as proof that he was done, but still trying to handle it the right way. Meanwhile, others felt bad for Ika, saying she was just a grieving woman being attacked while mourning her husband. But then Ika added more fuel to the fire when she went live on Instagram. In that live, she was visibly upset, crying, and saying she'd had enough of people twisting her pain into a show. She said, "You don't know what it's like to lose someone you built a life with. I loved that man, even when we didn't see eye to eye. Stop acting like you were there." She went off defending herself against every rumor and accusation. Still, not everyone believed her. Some folks claimed her tears looked too performative, while others said her words didn't match the timeline of events. One person commented, "Why post 20 glam shots from a funeral and then cry about privacy?" Another said, "Grief is grief, but this feels more like PR than pain." The internet was split right down the middle. Jamar's brother, of course, didn't stay quiet either. He doubled down. He went live too, showing messages that he claimed were between him and Jamar, saying his brother had been tired of fake love. He said, "My bro told me to keep it real, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I ain't letting nobody rewrite history." Now both lives were getting screen recorded, reposted, and chopped into clips all over TikTok and X. Comment sections turned into full-blown war zones, with people arguing over who was right and who was lying. Some called Ika a drama queen, while others said Jamar's brother was clout-chasing off his own sibling's death. Meanwhile, Ika posted one more message that had everyone gasping. Let them talk. The truth always comes out, and when it does, don't act surprised. Fans were left wondering what truth she was hinting at, and if she had more receipts to drop. Mess unfolded, things had spun completely out of control. What started as a few emotional posts had now turned into full-on chaos across every platform. People were picking sides like it was a reality show, Team Ika versus Team Jamar's brother, and every new post added another layer of drama. Then out of nowhere, screenshots started surfacing. Supposed DMs between Ika and one of Jamar's close friends. The messages looked flirty, with people claiming they were sent not long after Jamar's passing. The internet went wild. Some were accusing Ika of moving on too fast, while others said those DMs were fake and edited to make her look bad. Nobody knew what to believe, but the comment section was on fire. Ika immediately responded, saying the screenshots were completely fake and calling them another disgusting attempt to ruin a grieving woman. She posted on her story, "People will do anything for attention. I've been focused on my child, my healing, and keeping my husband's name respected. Stop spreading lies about me." She was clearly angry, and her tone was raw and emotional. But Jamar's brother wasn't letting it go. He shared a post saying, "Everything coming to light. Ain't nobody lying on you, you doing that yourself." And then he hinted that he had proof that hadn't even dropped yet. That statement alone sent social media into detective mode. People started begging him to drop the receipts, and some even created countdown posts waiting for his big reveal. Meanwhile, Ika's supporters started clapping back hard, digging up old photos and messages showing her and Jamar during happier times. One post showed them holding baby Amani at a family cookout, smiling and laughing with the caption, "This ain't fake love. This was real before all the noise." Her fans flooded the comments saying things like, "Let this woman grieve," and "Y'all heartless for dragging someone in mourning." But just when people thought things couldn't get crazier, someone leaked a short voice memo that allegedly had Ika arguing with Jamar weeks before the accident. You could hear raised voices, frustration, and someone, who people believed was Ika, saying, "I'm done trying to fix what's already broken." Whether it was real or edited didn't matter. The internet ran with it. Now everyone was throwing theories around. Some saying Jamar was trying to reconcile, others insisting Ika had already emotionally checked out long before his death. It felt like every few hours, a new piece of the puzzle dropped, and each one made the story even messier. What was supposed to be a period of mourning had turned into a storm of drama, accusations, and non-stop leaks. People were waking up just to check what Ika or Jamar's brother had posted overnight. Then came the shocker. A woman claiming to be one of Jamar's old friends stepped into the conversation with her own receipts. She posted a long thread saying she had seen everything up close and that both Ika and Jamar had played parts in the drama. She wrote, "They loved hard, but they fought harder. What y'all seeing now is just the surface. The truth runs deep." That post instantly blew up, getting thousands of shares in hours. In that same thread, she hinted that Jamar had been confiding in people about wanting a fresh start months before the accident. But she also said Ika was trying to hold everything together for their daughter. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. People weren't just bashing Ika anymore. They were now blaming both sides for a toxic love story that went public way too fast. Ika, clearly fed up, came online again and said, "I'm not gonna keep defending my marriage to strangers on the internet. You don't know what went down behind closed doors. Stop trying to rewrite my pain." She was visibly emotional, but still composed. You could tell she was trying to keep it together, even while the world was falling apart around her. But Jamar's brother fired right back within the hour, posting a cryptic message saying, "Funny how the truth only hurts when it's about you. Bro told me everything and one day I'm dropping it all." The comment section went wild, with people begging him to reveal what he meant. Some said he was milking the drama for clout, while others believed he was sitting on serious information. Then things got even darker. Fans noticed that both Ika and Jamar's brother started losing followers fast. Brands that used to support Ika quietly unfollowed her, and people online began questioning if this drama had killed her reputation completely. Someone commented, "This went from tragedy to a circus. Nobody's winning here." Still, Ika didn't back down. Late one night, she posted a black and white photo of her and Jamar holding hands with the caption, "Love doesn't die, even when people twist it into something ugly." That post went viral instantly, with half the internet calling it powerful, and the other half calling it manipulative. Every post, every story, every screenshot was being dissected like a crime scene. Both Ika and Jamar's brother had turned into trending topics again, and people couldn't stop refreshing their feeds to see what was next. Then came another curveball. Jamar's cousin jumped in. Out of nowhere, she posted a video saying she couldn't stay quiet anymore because the lies were getting out of hand. In her clip, she said, "Jamar loved Ika, but that relationship was over way before he passed. They weren't talking like that. She trying to make it seem like they were still tight, but nah, that's cap." Her video blew up instantly, getting thousands of comments and reactions within minutes. Fans were split once again. Some believed the cousin, saying her story finally made sense, while others accused her of chasing attention off a tragedy. The drama was spreading like wildfire, and everyone close to the family seemed to be taking sides. Then, Ika went live again, but this time, she wasn't angry. She looked tired, drained, and done. Through tears, she said, "I'm not fighting with family anymore. This whole thing has gotten ugly and it's not what Jamar would have wanted. Y'all can say what you want, but I know the love we had was real." That line hit deep. You could see the exhaustion on her face, but even after that emotional live, things didn't cool down. A clip surfaced from a private Facebook group, allegedly someone close to Jamar's brother, claiming Ika was trying to control the narrative because she was scared that something big was going to come out. People started speculating that maybe there was a hidden reason behind all the tension. Jamar's brother added more fuel to it by posting a single caption that said, "If y'all only knew what really happened that night." That one post set the internet on fire. Comment sections exploded with theories, some saying there was more to Jamar's accident than anyone knew, while others accused him of spreading conspiracy talk to hurt Ika. Meanwhile, fans started pulling old photos, analyzing everything from Ika's outfits to Jamar's old captions, trying to find clues. It was like a true crime investigation, but with real lives and emotions at stake. Then, a viral tweet summed it all up perfectly. This isn't just gossip anymore. This is pain, grief, pride, and trauma playing out in real time. Nobody's the winner here. And honestly, that tweet hit harder than anything else because by now everyone could see the truth. Both sides were hurting, both were broken, and neither could find peace. Still, the story wasn't done yet, and insiders were teasing that the real receipts hadn't even dropped. Every new detail was turning into headlines, and both Ika and Jamar's brother were drowning in attention. They clearly didn't want any more. It wasn't just family drama anymore. It was full-blown internet history in the making. Then the biggest twist yet dropped. A short video leaked online showing Ika in what looked like a heated phone call days before Jamar's accident. In the clip, her voice was raised, and people claimed they heard her saying, "I can't keep doing this, Jamar. I'm done for real this time." The clip spread like wildfire. Some people swore it was edited, while others were convinced it was real proof that things between them were way worse than anyone thought. Ika quickly jumped on Instagram to clear the air, saying, "That video is old. Stop twisting things around. I was venting, not wishing anything bad on him. Y'all are heartless, turning pain into entertainment." Her message was emotional. She sounded angry, but also defeated. You could tell she was running out of strength trying to defend herself. Meanwhile, Jamar's brother added even more fuel to the fire by resharing the clip with the caption, "The truth don't need editing." That one line made the whole situation explode again. People flooded the comments demanding he drop the full video if he had it. Others begged both of them to stop before things went too far. At this point, fans were starting to show concern for Ika's mental state. She'd been crying on lives, posting cryptic captions, and suddenly deleting them within hours. One tweet went viral saying, "Y'all gotta stop treating this like reality TV. This woman lost her husband. This is real life." But just when people thought it might finally die down, Ika posted something that set everything off again. A black screen with the words, "He told me things before he passed. I've stayed quiet long enough." The internet went insane. Everyone started guessing what she meant. Was she hinting that Jamar had secrets? Was she about to expose his family? Or was it just an emotional outburst from grief? Nobody knew, but everyone was watching. Then, an anonymous account popped up claiming to have messages from Jamar's old phone and started teasing that they'd release them soon. Whether it was real or just a troll, the post got over 100,000 views overnight. At this point, the situation between Ika and Jamar's family has gone way beyond what anyone could have imagined. Every day brought new claims, new clips, and new chaos. And honestly, everyone's just waiting to see how it all ends. After that mysterious black screen post, Ika went completely silent for a few days. No stories, no posts, nothing. Fans started worrying something might be wrong, while others thought she was just preparing her next move. Then, out of nowhere, she came back with a full statement on video. Calm, collected, and completely different from before. She said, "I'm done arguing. I've said my piece. I lost someone I loved, and I've been trying to grieve while the world picked my pain apart. Believe what you want, but I'm choosing peace from here on out." Her voice cracked a few times, but she looked serious. Like she really meant it this time. The video instantly went viral, with mixed reactions all over again. Some fans were proud, saying she finally took the high road, while others claimed it was too little too late. But the most surprising part? Jamar's brother actually responded. And for once, he didn't come for her. He posted a simple message saying, "I forgive you, let's all move on." That one line shifted everything. For the first time since this whole thing started, people were finally seeing a little bit of calm after months of pure online madness. Even though a lot of damage had been done, that small exchange gave folks hope that maybe, just maybe, this painful situation could finally rest. Still, the internet being the internet, some people are convinced more receipts are out there waiting to drop. But right now, Ika's keeping a low profile, focusing on her daughter, and slowly stepping away from social media drama. And honestly, after everything that's gone down, who can blame her? This entire story has been a reminder that behind every post, every screenshot, and every viral video, there are real people, real families, and real pain. What started as a love story ended up turning into one of the most shocking internet sagas we've seen in a while. So what do you think? Do you believe Ika's finally done with the drama? Or do you think there's still more to come? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I need to know where you stand on this one. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. Because if anything else drops about this story, you know I'll be here to break it all down for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.